Eminence Front X5 and Larry Word here, coming to you from MadMax Cabin. Check this place out, guys. It's still the same, but I'm out here for a different reason today, and it's more mine-related, not cabin-related. But check this out. This place has always felt like unfinished business to me, and here's why. Check it out. Visualize industrial collapse. Now, that's pretty weird to read right about now, because we're going through this whole COVID-19 lockdown. Anyway. Danger high voltage. Everything's still here. Right when you walk in to the left here, you find some rock samples someone's left behind. The last time I was here, there's a whole bunch of bags with rocks in them. Those have since gone, and they've been replaced with these. Interesting. So there's been activity here. Another clue that I was missing something was, again, all these rocks on display, these samples. Gotta be very careful while you walk in here. I actually put that broom there, right there on the floor to keep people from walking on that, because I almost fell right through there. These poker chips, I believe, or gaming chips, belong up here. This magazine down here is dated 2018. Here's the beautiful kitchen with the awesome view outside. This is looking off towards the west. But we're not here for all this today. Oh, watch out, they've been partying out here. I wouldn't say partying, but for how long these people have been coming out here, this is not a lot of bottles. It really isn't. And they're mostly wine bottles. Let's see here. More rock samples amongst all these bottles. Now, when I was coming through here before, everything that was catching my attention were the bottles, the cookware, the stuff they were using to operate in here. Even this big table, which is really like a swamp cooler. Anyway. Some of the things that sort of sticking out to me was who was leaving all this graffiti behind. Like, this is CSU Chico, California State University Chico. Makes sense why they were here. But these rock samples, I mean, they're all very different, and they're all very similar at the same time. Like, there's some rocks I see here, like this one here, looks similar to the one that's up front, just as you walk in the door. Now, where this is leading, and you guys get a free tour number 2 of MadMax Cabin, where this is all leading is, I think this was someone's bed at one point, or it's hard to tell what it was, but it looks like a bed. It looks like this had a double use. I think this was a miner's cabin at one point, and I think then the school took it over. It's hard to tell. But what this has got me interested in, got to be very careful when you come out this door, because for some reason they left this corner hanging down. You can very easily run into that if you're watching how you're stepping up off this thing. It's really janky. Anyway, this is the front patio. It's funny, I had that closed last night. I was out here having a sunset party, a solo sunset party with this tire. Just sitting here watching the sunset last night. I digress. But what's got me out here are these rocks. Now, you would think, where are these rocks coming from that they have, as samples inside? Now, that takes me a little further out, but not too far out. You can see right in front of me here, or maybe not, it's hard to tell. See if I can lock that down. Right out here, these little mounds, it looks like it could be a waste pile. It's really hard to tell. It's almost as if they were going to put more cabins out here, or they had more cabins out here. And again, here's MadMax cabin. This is where I parked. This is the valley I came up in. But right up here, as I was poking around trying to figure out what was going on, I started seeing more and more stuff. So one thing that got me immediately was this is an abandoned mine, and it's asking us to stay out and stay alive. Well, where are the mines? So yeah, I'm thinking this was a dual purpose. Right now it's being used for more of the students' hangout, or maybe a meeting point before they go off and do their geology work. But I'm thinking they're getting a lot of these from the mines. And let me show you some graffiti inside MadMax that led me to believe that there are mines out here. Right on, Russell. I've had this dream before. I love the artwork on the wall. Now, one thing that led me to believe that there's something going on in these mines, or there are mines out here, is this here. Don't shit in the mines. So it's leading me to believe that there's more than one, okay? So peeing, okay, great. So some of this graffiti is from 2015, which is kind of nice. But this has given me hope. Don't shit in the mines. So what led me to believe that, along with the rocks in this location, was it must be up. And so yeah, right up there is the one mine, I believe. Now I went up there before and I scoped around and I didn't find anything. So I'm gonna go poke around again, because I am seeing a lot more waste piles up there. And there's another trail that goes off in this direction around this side here. So I'm gonna go poke around there too. Now, way on the other side of this peak, I believe, if I'm not seeing things, I believe there's another mine over there. I see the same kind of scarring that I see here on that side of the mountain as you're approaching it on my way in last night. But for the immediate, I'm going to go up to this area and see if I missed a portal of some sort. So that's the setup, guys. That's what's going on out here. And I'm going to go check out what's up on top of this out here and see what I can find out there. I'll take my gear with me. If I find a portal, let's go in it and check it out a little bit and see what's going on. There's a lot of waste rock up there. I don't know why I wasn't seeing this before. Just ran into this stuff here. And this is the trail we're on, D153. And remember, folks, this is an abandoned mine. Please stay out and stay alive. Do not do this at home. Don't come out here and do this. Very cloudy day. Woke up to rain and drizzle. But otherwise, it's a beautiful morning. I will turn this camera back on again when we're further up the road here. Shouldn't take us long, maybe 5 or 10 minutes. First area of interest. This big flat area here. The mines we're going to are up here, but the area I'm interested in is this. It's almost as if there was something here. Not sure if it was just for loading trucks up with ore, or carts up with ore, or what, but or even maybe possibly a mill here. It's hard to tell, but there's a lot of waste rock here. This is all waste rock here that I'm standing on. See, all the way down. That's a lot of waste rock, if that's indeed what I'm seeing. I'm not an expert at mill or mine sites, but I've seen my share of them. And right here is a door, a wooden door covered in metal. I mean, why would you have that out here? Why would you need that? There wasn't a mill here. I mean, this door latch, it's just like a nail. Anyway, it's kind of dating this place too, I would say that door, 1930s or earlier. Hard to tell. And that right in the center there is like some kind of channel. It seems like it's a milling process, but that piece was left behind. Anyway, I'm not quite sure. It's not super big, but you get the idea. Anyway, it's an interesting little area. I don't think this was a mill, a mine, or a shaft. It's hard to tell. So we're gonna head up this little ramp and go all the way up. It's gonna take about 5 or 10 minutes. We'll turn the camera on when we're up there. There's the campsite. Eminence front is down there. Solar panels are out. But yeah, this MadMax cabin down there. Now, way off in the distance, at the base of this larger mountain out in the distance, is Highway 127. I'm about 25 miles north of Baker on 127. Check out down there. There's a piece of milling equipment or mining equipment. That looks like it's a part of a tank. You'll see a little spout on the other side of it. I'm about 3/4 of the way up. I think where I'm going is right up there. Now, I've been up here before. I haven't found anything. But there's an awful lot of work up here for nothing. Unless it's been closed down. But this looks all destroyed. That's all destroyed. It looks like they had some kind of either conveyor system out here to allow trucks to drive underneath it, like right here, and have the ore dropped into the trucks, and then the trucks would go down this hill. Hard to tell. Or they had something else going on out here. Don't know, but we're headed up. I'll turn it up. Turn the camera back on when we get right about there. So those two spots dead center. And up to the right. Those two spots there are prospecting spots, so is that one up there. What were they doing up here? I don't get it. I'm gonna go over here and poke around, but I've been up here before and I've not found anything. It might be around the other side of this mountain is what I'm thinking, but there's a lot of waste rock here. I mean, a ton of it. I mean, this is a huge waste rock pile up here. Again, there's the cabin down there. I don't know. There's another spot right about there, but that's even a smaller pile than what these are. So I don't know. I'm ready to give up. A bunch of this white rock over here. I mean, as much fun as it is to be scrambling around on these mountainsides, it gets tiring. I'm not a billy goat. Why would there be a trail going up here unless it was just to access them bringing down this stupid ore here, which looks to be, I don't know, it's borax of some sort. It doesn't look like it's quartz at all. It's very chalky looking. Not iridescent. But there's nothing here. It just goes off to nowhere. They had this green stuff and they kind of stopped. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell's this? Whoa. A pull tab. That's 1970s or earlier, I believe. I think I found a portal. We're not too far from the campsite. It's dead center there. Again, further out in the horizon, that's Highway 127 out in the background. And that's Valjean dry lake bed out there that you see. Right out here. That's where I used to camp when I first started this trip. Now, there's a whole bunch of mining activity on this mountain here. This little guy here. Ghost Mine Camp is located right about there, and there's a whole bunch of mining activity going on in this area. But nothing worth venturing in to even take a flashlight. So it was almost as if there's a lot of prospecting going on down there. I'll have to investigate a little bit more, but look at all this waste rock. There was a mine here, and I'm pretty darn sure this is a portal. Let's go check it out for the first time. I've been up here before and I missed this, but this could be a dead end. More of this white rock. Oh shit. This is a portal, all right. I already see some timbering. And it looks like there was track in here. You can see the divot marks where the stays were. This is looking promising. I'm gonna go further in. I got my light, I got my respirator, I got everything on, so should we? Yeah, we should. We're up here. Okay, I'm going in. You guys want to join me? This is gonna be interesting. Oh, there's a pipe. It ends right there. Could be for air. Compressed air is what I'm guessing. Oh, look at this. Just shoot from up above. Holy crap. It's a stope of some sort. I think that dead ends right there. And it ends right there. But this is stoped out in here. Pretty amazing. Yeah, there's a piece of wood right there. Now we're gonna turn on the lights here. There we go. It's a ramp. You can't get through there. That's a ramp coming up. Looks like they used to dump stuff through here onto a cart that would then take it further out. Interesting. Let me climb up this little piece of wood on top of the ramp and continue on. I'll turn the light back on when I get on the other side. Okay, that's where I was just at. That's where I came in. And here's that dump area. And that ramp I'm still on. I'm negotiating my way down here. There's some drill holes up there. Let's continue on. Oh, looks like a small collapse here. That's all she wrote. That didn't go anywhere. It's really sad. Okay, well, had to turn my flashlight off there. Okay, so we're not finding anything. Not there. But look at that waste pile. That little ways that I did go in doesn't explain all this waste. So, and where I dead-ended there, it looks like it was a collapse, but I don't think so. I think that's as far as it went. And I'm guessing that there were other mine adits or shafts up here that attribute or add up to this large waste pile. I'm talking about this big pile of waste right here, as well as the one I'm standing on. I kind of went to before, but I don't get it. There's a lot of waste here for nothing. Now, this up here is the opening to that adit. As you first walk in, there's a lot of light coming in. It's coming in from a hole up above there. There's another one up above it. That's just like a searcher hole, like a little prospecting going on. Nothing there. So, here's the plan. I've searched this one. Couldn't find anything. There's really nothing along this hillside until you get to the other side of this big mountain. So what I'm going to do is hike back down to about where the car is. And I'm going to go up the other side of this. There's a trail that continues on. I'm going to see if there's any mines back there or any kind of trails that lead to them back there. I'll turn it back on when I get down there. That's where I just came down from, right up yonder. And if I, instead of going back to the car, I go up this road here. Now camp is right directly behind me there. If I keep going up this road, I think it may lead somewhere. So let's go check it out. I'll turn the camera back on when we get somewhere down yonder. That's the T&T Railroad going out in the distance there, out to Valjean. I believe that's the stop. It was called Valjean. And we also have the dry lake bed that I used to camp on when I first started this, and the trail that you see dead center of your screen there. Yeah, pretty cool place out here. Camp is directly ahead, and then I hiked up this trail right here, and we're going to continue on. I'll turn it back on when I get to the other side there. Actually, just the other side right over there. That's where I just came from, heading my way up this path. It's almost not a path, but it looks like there's some waste piles out in the distance there. Hoping to get out there. You see what I'm saying right about it? Yay. Could be nothing, could be something, have no idea. Let's go check it out. Okay, so straight ahead, you might notice some cars. Well, they weren't there before when I started this hike, but they're there now. Not that they're not supposed to be out here. This is public land. However, we're on lockdown, and there's 3 vehicles, I believe. I'm kind of hunkered down behind this hill, trying to figure out what's going on. At the same time, I'm still on my hike. The campsite that I'm at is right over here. They're just down the road from me. They're at the junction where the T&T Railroad is at. So I'm thinking they're just 4x4ing. But right down here, there's a mine claim. Let's go check that out. And I don't see very many trails out here, if any at all. Just kind of putting around out here. I'm not finding much as far as mining remains go. It's kind of a bummer. However, as much as of a bummer to not find anything, we did get to go into a little adit, which is kind of cool. I'm thinking that adit was leading over to where a shaft was. And that's what that ramp was all about. Or an incline shaft of some sort that would go down into the mountain and into different levels. I think that was the end of it, where all the ore was dumped into a main piece and then shuttled on down the adit. I think that's what that was about. It is very bumpy out here. You guys can't see. It's pretty bad. Here's the mine claim stake. Just because there's a mine claim doesn't mean there was a mine. It used to be painted red or pink or white or whatever. But I do not see any jar of any kind. Just a bunch of beauty. Somewhat alarmed at these orange things. They seem to be grasping onto plants and killing them. Not quite sure what they are, but if you guys do, let me know. Yeah, but you can see it's like everywhere they touch, they kind of bleach the plant and kill it, as well as itself, but they take the plant with it as well. It's really sad. I'm seeing a lot of it out here. I haven't seen that before. Last 2 years. Okay, so we're at this mine claim stake. I'm gonna go peek my head up over the hill here to see if I can get a shot of those cars, or 4x4s. I'm thinking it's what they are. And then we will head back to camp. gonna pitch shop right here, so I can, one, take in this beautiful view of the cactus blooming, but also to keep an eye on those cars down there, see what they're up to, before I head back to my car. I think there's just people out and about, getting away from it all, maintaining the social distancing. Oh, and I see them down by the mine entrance over here on the hillside down